extra effort, let's say, for 50, 55 minutes, but they paid a little bit in the end of the game, that the rhythm that the game was played. 3 points, we are about to finish April, we're going to May. Points right now are very difficult to collect, very expensive, so happy with the result and the continuity.
Question?
And consistency, like you say.
Coach, how key was to continue this winning streak? Because you look at the Stellenbosch, I mean, they hammered Polokwane City 5-0 yesterday. How key was to keep that fight and that make it intense? Because it looked like that's a fight that is going to be more exciting than what when it comes to the, I mean, number one in the law.
Now we're thinking in ourselves. Our obligation is to win each and every game until the end, and that's where we are putting the focus. Then there's nothing we can do with our opponents. They have to play their games, and we try to concentrate in the things that we can control, our performance, our next opponent. Now we're traveling to Cape Town. We have Cape Town City on Wednesday, and it's going to be key again to collect the 3-1s, because the situation in the top of the table is very, very tight. So yeah, recovery, sleep well tonight, and tomorrow we go again.
Coach, how exciting it is to see your attackers pulling off. They score, they create a lot of goals. It's something that some other teams, they depend on the one players, but in the opponent team, attackers are all putting same effort.
We have a lot of talent in the team, and the front four is not an exception, obviously. Right now we are in a moment where the ball is finishing in the net. Early in the season, I think we played better games than today, for example, and we didn't manage to score a single goal. Right now we are much more confident, let's say, when we are in the last meters. And but in the end, it's about the team. It's about the 11 on the field. It's about the structure. It's about the football that we believe. And when we are in that structure, our individual talents can shine, like we did in the second half. So I'm so happy for all of them. They are all young players, excellent human beings, and talented players. So I'm happy for them. I'm happy for the fans, because they can enjoy their football and happiness.
Coach, there were a lot of good performances throughout the field today from different players, and I know you don't usually like singling players out,
but
how would you assess a player like Mbatha? You know, someone who seemed to have grabbed the opportunity with both hands, coming into a Pirates midfield that has a lot of good players. So how would you assess him?
He's growing within the group, within the team. He's a player with some interesting capacities. To help us to play forward, to move quick in the progression phase. So glad to see him growing as a player, as an individual, but reminding you also that he's surrounded of excellent players as well, which is helping him to play with the confidence that he's showing.
Coach, as the season draws to an end, what would you say about the season that Orlando Pirates has had so far? And obviously, CAF is it in mind as well?
Look, I think it's better to do the analysis in the end of the season, obviously, when we know if we are close or if we finish close to our objectives. And also have the possibility to measure our development as a group, as a team. Not only analyze the results, it's easy. If we are not in the top two, it's not gonna be the best one. But we are going deep on that. We want to know how the team is moving on right now, how our football is improving, and how close we are to the team that we want to be in the future. So far, I think the evolution is good. Again, we are finishing the season in a better form than in the beginning of the season, like it happens 1 year ago. It doesn't mean that we are happy with that, but there's many. I will say that there's more positives than negatives in our season so far.
Yep.
Coach, just to follow up to Talanta's question, scoring this first goal today, You've been starting in some of the matches. His loan spell is ending.
He's sorry.
His
Loan.
loan spell is ending.
What's
On
that?
loan from Super Sports.
loan.
Yeah.
Yeah, is he the player you want to keep or you want to keep for the future?
That's probably not the space to talk about that. So far he's a player of the group. He's in our squad. I don't see him like a player who is on loan. He's just one more player in our arsenal. We're gonna use him as good as we can, and there's other people who needs to decide, including the player, how it's gonna look talented future. So I just hope the best for him.
Coach, last season you had talent. I mean, Manapola Saleng as a player of the season, players player of the season. Do you tip Masongaya? Same thing. I mean, it's been outstanding for part of the season as well.
I think people is in love with him. Who am I to say who the people should love or identify like player of the season? I think the South African football fans, they have a good taste about football. They know the football that they want to see, and let's see. Like I said, in the end, it's important that the team is getting good results, good performances, and within that, the individuals can shine. And he's a clear candidate, but let's see.
Do you encourage him to step on top of the ball like that sometimes? Sometimes you might be down, and then it can just shake up the crowd, and everyone can get into the game. Do something encourage, because one can look in, maybe not from your side, you may not like it, but it raises the crowd, the volume, and then I don't know how you take care.
I didn't see him, honestly. Did he step on the ball today?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't see. I don't know.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.